HGTV is counting down our top 5 favorite kitchens from past seasons of Rock the Block.
What's up?
Oh my God.
Number 5.
Welcome to the neighborhood.
Thank you.
Happy to be here.
You're here because you're some of the best designers and renovators in the business.
I'll take
Thanks,
that.
yeah.
I'll take that.
These houses, they are a blank canvas for you. Add as much value as possible to your houses. All right, go, go, go.
Later.
The kitchen is the hub of the home. This is the center of my universe. This is what I was born to do. I love vintage and modern. I know what's going to up the value of any property. The kitchen being the most important, in my opinion. So here's my strategy. I'm gonna continue the sophisticated high-end finishes in the rest of my house. But this is the kitchen, so I'm going all in and I'm gonna spend the biggest chunk of my budget here. So here's the deal. We're bumping this island out just a little bit. Waterfall edge, both sides. Manufactured stone, so it's gonna look like marble.
Really pretty.
We want the full range. That's gonna give a lot of added value. We're gonna make a coffee bar. Built-in coffee cappuccino maker. And this right here is gonna become thick, 2-inch, chunky, open shelving and brass.
Yeah, that's a really great idea. I like that.
I'm gonna have to buy 6 cabinets. Upper stack, so it goes all the way to the ceiling, no outlets, so now I can actually have a beautiful slab backsplash.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Beautiful custom hood in brass.
It's a showroom right there.
So this competition is almost as if it was created based on what I do every day. He is my partner in all of my homes. He'll take what I give him and he just makes my vision come to life. Oh, I love this painting. You know, most people like to do a tile backsplash. In this case, I'm doing a full slab backsplash. That's artwork, and that's a huge value add. Look at that, clean.
This will be the bottom, so you grab that side.
As far as the kitchen goes, this is the masterpiece of my home. So I need to make sure that it is right in line with how I design, dripping in luxury. If I'm gonna get the look that I want on this budget, I'm gonna have to use every design trick that I've got. I love brass. Anybody who knows me knows this, and I love brass shim stock. Do we have enough or not?
That's gonna be really close.
You can, in essence, wrap anything in it.
That looks nice.
Awesome. I would say total cost for one of these to make, 40 bucks. This is how we win.
What?
Oh, God.
There's a barn in the middle of the neighborhood?
I do these huge renovations on really cool old houses that have so much character. So I thought I'd bring a little something, or I mean, a big something for you guys to use to add some character to your spaces. First come, first serve for the picking.
Oh, it's mine! Ari, that was my award! First come, first serve. Sometimes it helps to be a runner. I'm not running unless it's exercise.
Hey, look at this. Third board coming out. So the fact that we didn't even need this stuff and now all of a sudden we trim out the whole thing, it actually works.
Looks really nice.
Pantry, very important. It's just like a master closet. You gotta make sure it's designed well. I've upgraded the look a little bit with the thick, chunky face frame out of the reclaimed wood that they gave us. We took 3 boards while everyone else is busting their butts getting it. And our 3 boards got us all the face frame.
Plenty.
And this pantry looks like $1 million.
Yeah.
We're here to just win, win, win. We need everything moving, come on. Come on, you guys. I can't be doing paint touch-ups, come on. Get this place perfect. This is perfect. I'm feeling good, feeling confident, but I don't know what Mike's gonna do or what Mike's gonna like. I put everything that I have into this kitchen. I'm confident, but I'm just nervous about Mike because I have no clue what he's gonna say.
So take me through it, and,
Okay,
and
without your clipboard.
we'll leave it right there. I have a good memory.
Okay, good.
Okay.
So this was where the fridge was originally. When people are walking through a home, they are going right to the kitchen and they are looking at those appliances, dripping in 5-star. We've actually repurposed cabinets to make this custom coffee bar,
The morning cafe.
right?
Yes.
And then I really wanted an open shelf concept.
You can display things, and at the same time, you're forced to keep it neat. Now, I heard a barn showed up. Tell
Yes.
me what you did with it.
We faced all of the pantry shelves with it.
Ah, I see. Love this centerpiece. What is this?
Thank you. So that's a reclaimed piece from Chicago.
Coffees, teas, you could
You could do anything in there.
Love that you've used the quartz countertops. And then you brought it onto the backsplash.
Right.
Big choice. You picked a big dollar value here. You put in a full oven stove.
And this is a commercial grade. The BTUs on this are,
I know the stove. You went with a porcelain sink. Why?
it's just a cleaner look. When he sees my sink and picks up that clipboard, I'm immediately going, he's gonna talk about it like having some kind of etching on it, which by the way, you can clean in like 2 seconds. I got a note on my sink, don't you?
I can't show you my notes. They're top secret.
Okay.
Floors, you chose the floors, yes?
I did. When it came to just the function, I thought vinyl worked better for everyday use.
Yeah, there is some things I see I'm not gonna tell you.
Well, come on, I'm not done yet.
Nope. The waterfall is a great feature. The best thing you can do is get that grain to follow the waterfall down. And in this case, it's not a perfect tie.
Because there's a repeat pattern, you actually don't have a vein that continues on this side, but they did use just 2 slabs.
Anything else you want to say to me before I leave?
You're welcome.
Oh, you are freaking awesome. Ladies, I didn't know what to expect coming in here and looking at 4 kitchens. Are they going to be similar? Are they really going to look too much alike? So, Mina, let's start with you.
Okay.
You chose a herringbone.
Uh-huh.
And that flooring actually was extremely resilient, great. You didn't change the oven location and you didn't change the fridge location, but you did add a ton of extra cupboards. Unlike Leanne, your cupboards, they're really not there. Love you changed the stove. I love that you actually changed the pantry. Your wood around your window, yeah. But you like imperfection. That's why you chose the concrete floor. It's not for every homeowner, but that unique homeowner will definitely come in and buy that house on the spot. Allison, the waterfall that you chose using your countertop and bringing that quartz up on the backsplash of the wall, I think that's all wonderful. Loved that you changed the stove. Loved the cappuccino maker. Flooring, even though it was a great color choice, there is a problem with the installation, and that is you should be staggered on all pieces. There's too many joints that are side by side.
I didn't install it.
Well, then you better give someone crap, because when I see that and I don't like it, it's not a good thing,
You hear that?
okay?
I didn't do it.
Jasmine, that entertainment center you made, I really like that. It stood out above the flooring. Now the countertop. Walnut, when you tried to tie that into the countertop, that's not such a good thing because that wood is gonna wanna continue to come up. It could snap. I've been brought here today to pick one kitchen that every family is gonna wanna not only live in, but put their money on. The winner of the best kitchen that I see is Allison.
I wanted it so bad.
Allison won the kitchen, which makes sense. She's a kitchen girl. I get it.
I needed that win. I mean, if you're the kitchen crasher for 9 seasons and you don't
Better
win,
win the kitchen.
this is why I'm here. And if I'm winning the kitchen, I'm winning all of it. Because that is the hub of the home, and that is where you appraise higher.
Number 4.
Mike Holmes, Mr. Make It Right. And of course, Allison Victoria, Mrs. I'm Back.
That's Ms.
Ms. I'm Back, excuse me.
Look, I'm the builder that builds around the world. Now I'm teamed up with an incredible designer. Like, how could we actually fail this?
And Allison,
I never thought I would come back. Swear, I never thought I would do this to myself again.
the first rock-the-block space you'll be working on is the heart of the home. The kitchen and dining room.
I have the keys. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Oh
my
God.
Nice size.
Yeah. It's a big space to kind of reimagine.
I would say between us, we've done well over 500 kitchens. Do you know how many houses I've built, how many additions I've done? I've been doing this since I was this big. I ran a company at 19 with 14 employees.
You were this tall when you were 19? What if this whole thing becomes your pantry and then we eat into this wall and do the fridge and like tall cabinetry here.
Lose the pony wall, change the layout of the island, make it bigger, make it more comfortable, make it functional.
Add a white brick arch over the range and then 2 big cabinets on the left and the right that are fully built in.
We're dedicating about $50,000 for the kitchen because we're going for the big win. Go big or go home. I like where you're going.
Okay.
I'm feeling really, really good about this. My design style, I love open concept, what the family needs. I try to think of every husband, wife, and the kids. Environmentally friendly, and at the same time, something that looks good. But I got you now.
Yes.
Okay? So I make it look good, you make it look great.
My style is like vintage and modern. You know, I love to mix old pieces into new homes and to make these homes look like they've been here for a while. And so how do I make ours stand out, but to feel lived in already?
Okay, so we're at demo stage here.
You know, you were so confident, overly confident, and then you didn't win it. I'm here to try to win it again. You don't just give up and roll over. You go back in for the fight.
Thank you. How easy was that?
We're gonna go big. This house is getting all brand new, custom cabinetry, because you know what, cabinets add value.
On Chopped, our chefs have to incorporate 4 distinct food items from their mystery baskets into one cohesive dish. That's what you'll be doing today.
Chicken.
Come on. Are you kidding? Chicken wire, leather, a couple of tiles, and some glass jars.
Yeah, it's like all crap I hate. We're gonna have barnwood shelving in the pantry. So what if I bring barnwood out and we do really cool like candle holders, wood frames?
And use a cable stapler and actually put this within the frame.
This looks amazing. The minute that I walked in, it's like, boom, it's so beautiful. Yes!
No. We melted down some mason jars to create a one-of-a-kind bowl. This creativity is exactly the kind of surprise we're doing with the Chop Challenge.
What are you guys doing? Close it up. Let's get the microwave in.
Today is going to be an absolute pressure day, so we have one here and one here. Because they're glass, like I said,
I don't like them.
And a pressure day is headaches.
No, thank you.
It's overwhelming.
32 knobs.
Put the knob here.
But I have to have a knob and knob to have enough pulls.
We're starting to dress everything, getting it ready, because today we get judged. There's no way we know what everyone else has done to their kitchen, but I think we made the right kitchen. I think we did all the right choices.
I agree, but, you know, have we done enough to beat out the other teams? That's really my worry.
What's up?
Oh my gosh.
That is gorgeous. Look at all that brick.
Wow.
This is
Obsessed.
gorgeous. My God.
This was just a plain old pantry, so we arched the opening.
The island used to be this way.
Okay.
Total custom cabinetry,
I like
which
that.
this looks like a furniture piece, so you see the feet on there.
This is cool. The white fridge with the gold.
Allison had this wonderful idea of recessing that fridge into the wall with cabinets.
And then we did the 48-inch range versus the small range that was in there. So that way it's like a real chef's kitchen.
See, what was cute about that is you guys walked in and you saw the brick.
Oh, yeah.
And it took you didn't see the stove, you didn't see the fridge.
No,
This
it's
is-
gorgeous.
I
even
love
like look at all the uplighting.
I
in
love
here.
this. I love this little feature in here. That is
niches.
so cute.
And there's our tile.
That's our subway
Oh,
tile.
there's the subway tile.
Yes. Let's look at
Take
everything.
it in.
Let's take it in. babe.
Is this the chicken wire?
Chicken wire, and there's
That's
the leather.
genius. That's genius.
Chicken wire, leather, and then we need mason jars.
Come over here. These are the mason jars melted down.
What?
Yeah.
All right, guys. I don't know what to say here. I'm impressed. But what did we do in the dining room?
Yeah. Beautiful chandelier. The floors, amazing choice.
Maybe you guys could have carried this look into the dining room to make the kitchen feel a little bit bigger.
Should have put like a wet bar wine area with a floating shelves and something like, I think a cool pattern design.
A wine rack, could have done lighting.
Something. I'm loving the brick, I'm loving the floors, the gold, the black. I have a lot of pros, you guys.
Value-wise, you guys nailed it.
This kitchen, it's warm, it's family, it's inviting, and it's wow factors.
We did a good job.
We did a good job.
We did a good job.
I'm getting ready for the win. Let's go.
Want a peach?
No.
So, Tarek and Heather, you guys have had a chance to tour all 4 of the Rock the Block kitchens.
Yeah.
What do you guys say?
This is such a difficult decision because every single house knocked it out of the park for so many different reasons.
Brian and Mika, what did you think when you went into their place?
Brian and Mika, we turned the corner and wow. Like, all I saw was a super kitchen. Like, you had wall-to-wall cabinets, the coloring was beautiful, and the coolest part,
Oh, I gotta
by
say this
far,
one.
okay, I'll give it to her.
Okay, so this is a very important feature for me in a home. It's the pantry. You guys, that surprise pantry was incredible.
Love the dual dishwashers, so we're talking about improving value. Like, if buyers are looking at your house and looking at a competing house and they see that you have 2 dishwashers, it's the little details like that that will cause the house to sell. Although we felt the dining area was lacking a little bit.
Okay, fair enough.
So, okay, well, let's move on to Nate and Jeremiah's kitchen and dining room.
We love the floor. We love the colors you guys chose. It's such a calming home.
One thing that I felt you guys really did well was tie the entire space together. It wasn't just the kitchen, it wasn't just the dining, and I feel like building that 20-foot long bench really paid off because it just makes it a fun entertainer's house. You can have guests over and you just have so much space.
We felt like you guys put a lot of detail and thought in every single thing you did, and everything was so custom done. It felt like a very expensive home and really good quality.
So visually, the kitchen was spectacular, right? But one thing that was concerning for me is storage, because I started imagining a family with kids and then all the open shelving and plates and cups and spoons and this and that, and I'm just not sure how that would look.
So Allison won the kitchen last year. What was it like when you went into the Mallison home as
the Mallison
combination there?
When we walked into your home and we walked around the corner, I think we both went, wow,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, it was definitely a showstopper. I mean, it just felt like we were walking into a $3 million kitchen because of the brickwork you used and the arches you built and the lighting you installed and the custom white appliances.
And the gold touches with the brass and that refrigerator that was built in was just beautiful.
The only thing for me that was lacking was the dining area because I felt like it was so gorgeous, stunning, and then drywall.
We really felt like you should have maybe added like a bar in or something.
Wine racks,
Yeah, wine
maybe.
racks, a bar.
But I can't complain much. I mean, we took the corner and I was like, wow, that is a kitchen.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Now, speaking of standing out, let's also talk about David and Tiffany's colorful kitchen.
When we walked in, you're the only designers that moved the whole kitchen around.
I mean, you moved the dining room to the kitchen and the kitchen to the dining room, and it completely changes how the house lives.
I love that you could cook on your stove and look out to the dining area and you can have like a really family vibe. And then you turn around, you're looking out at the beautiful forest when you're doing the dishes. And what caught my eye was the backsplash. It went all the way from the ceiling down to the counter. I loved how you guys pulled in the gold as well in your bar area. To me, what a sexy bar.
But the one thing for me that really stood out, and I think it stood out too much, was the green cabinets. But you guys killed it with the layout.
Yeah.
Now, without further ado, what do you say? Whew.
Yes.
We end the suspense. Tarek and Heather, who do you think designed the best kitchen?
You guys, this was really hard
So
for us.
hard.
We've been debating all day and we've been going back and forth.
But this season's winner of the Rock the Block Kitchen and Dining Room Challenge is gonna be...
Allison and Mike.
Your biggest worry was Nate and Jeremiah.
And we beat them.
So not only did you impress us with the mason jar bowl from the Chop Challenge, but we think your kitchen added the most value to the home.
I think we rocked the block.
So far, so good. Now we just got to bring home the big W.
Number 3.
We are in Somerville, which is just outside of Charleston, South Carolina. Your first renovation space, the kitchen and dining room. There's also a hallway and powder room that you can include in this week's renovation. Coming to judge your spaces later this week to see if it's got the right stuff are two multi-talented and multi-platinum brothers from the iconic boy band New Kids on the Block, Jonathan and Jordan Knight. So guys, hang tough and let's get to work. Good luck.
Oh, this is nice.
It's really nice. It's wide open, 10-foot ceilings.
But no character, no personality. Who is going to be living here?
Let's build it for what we know. Let's build it for family.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's a big house. It's a great family house. When we're working with clients, we want it to be personal. And that is a big part of what we do, is personalize homes for the people who live there.
Yeah.
Our style is timeless. We love old homes. We like keeping the character and the charm of old homes. We love to incorporate handmade pieces.
Yeah.
Just really trying to mix old and new as much as possible. If our family was moving here, what would we want?
It's a big space, but I just feel like it's laid out wrong.
We need this space to flow really well. I think that we could reorient this.
Okay.
What?
90-degree turn. That's all we have to do.
Yeah.
Turn the island so it faces an outdoor area.
Switching out the French doors and just do a giant slider, and then you could have dining here. It would flow better. We're gonna find a really beautiful engineered hardwood floor. We need a Mac Daddy range.
A Mac Daddy range.
Mac Daddy.
Just so I'm on the
Yeah,
same
just real clear.
Okay,
Mac Daddy.
A 60-inch range.
That pantry is one of the first things you see, so it needs to go. So let's square it off.
I think we do double window, double window.
We're gonna have this whole wall now of cabinets. We have a stop and drop that I think we should turn into a secondary pantry.
The base, maybe a wine fridge, maybe out of white oak or something like that.
something pretty.
Okay.
What's really important to us is that flow. Charleston is a coastal community. I think if we don't take advantage of the gorgeous weather here and that indoor-outdoor living, then we're really missing the mark.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the powder. I mean, this is a nice big space.
I don't like where it is, though.
What if we use this as the walk-in pantry? So you would enter this way, and we create an entry here from the kitchen, and you have a walk-in pantry.
What are we gonna do with the powder room?
We'll have to figure that out later.
What are we at?
Oh, Dave. 50?
So that's what we have to limit it to. 50,000 in this. That's a quarter of the $225,000 budget.
It's the heart of the home. This has to be awesome, this kitchen. I feel like we'll be able to save money in other places.
Okay, let's cut out an opening for a window.
Do it. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. This is amazing. This is all storage.
It goes all the way. That is free space.
Okay, do we do something cool back here? Do we do something hidden, a little hidden space for the kids?
Good. That hidden hinge door, every now and then stuff just works out.
Yeah.
Yes, come in, please.
Hello. Oh, hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Fancy meeting you here. We love incorporating antiques and vintage pieces into our homes. We are headed into town to find an old door that's local to Charleston for our pantry.
We get to this architectural salvage yard, and it's amazing. Bam, there it is. We find the perfect door. It's the crown jewel of all the doors in this salvage yard, and we got it. Don't be afraid to dig in there.
I know, I don't want to mess up the wood. You really don't.
Act like you're popping a pimple on my face. Just go for it.
All right, it's tight.
The range is gorgeous, made in Italy. It's kind of a deep bluish gray. We love handmade pieces. We're incorporating handmade tile. We have a handmade sink, a handmade faucet. Oh, it's so pretty. We're getting closer, we're getting closer.
We're almost there. It has been a very stressful week. And, you know, tensions are running high, and then you're getting judged on all of that.
Oh, wow.
Hey! Woo, look at this place.
Welcome to our kitchen.
Look at the windows. Boom. Yeah,
Right?
that's amazing.
We're picturing a family living here, right? So we have 5 kids, so we based this kitchen off of how we would like a kitchen to function. We flipped the kitchen, it was facing that direction. We have these big doors, so it functions and flows better.
This reminds me of the work we do. The countertop, everything, the color, the stove. I mean, oh, this is so cool.
Handmade tile.
That is beautiful.
This is a new home, and we wanted it to feel a little bit like an old home. We wanted to add some character in.
I just think even spending money on something like this, a lot of people would just put in an ordinary faucet, but this thing, it has the pits in it, and it's just aged, and it just, that right there is just a piece in itself.
It's beach housey, and the flow going that way is great for a big family.
But now I'm just thinking, when a house is built right there, what if you're standing here and you're looking right into their living room? That's like right now I love it. When another house is built there, I might not like it so much.
We have roller shades in ours. You can do like a little roller shade, it goes away, and then you pull it down and you get some privacy.
I see there's a door right there that looks very old and somebody stripped it down.
We did.
And oh, come on.
I know.
See, that's
I love it. You
right
appreciate
there.
this stuff.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
We found this door, love the shape of it. It's just so cool, and so we stripped it down.
We just didn't love the location of the powder bath. It's hard to be sitting here enjoying time talking to people and someone double flushes it. You know what I mean? So.
And you see this shelving, push that open.
What?
What? Oh my God! Oh!
This pantry wasn't here, so we added this. We actually took the powder bath away.
It keeps going. Oh!
Oh my God! That's fun. Look at these things.
Both of them walked into that pantry and looked around and had no idea that was a door.
Yes.
No idea at all.
That is so creative. Wow.
It worked.
One thing I was thinking is the fridge being over there. Should it have been closer to the stove?
I think that's a fair critique.
But if we would have moved that whole thing here, I feel like
Right.
it would have really shifted the balance of the room had we moved it.
Yeah.
So, space for kids, you know, we needed a space for adults. We refaced it all with white oak. We caned the doors.
Those are cool.
We have a lot to think about. So we're gonna hang out here and contemplate a few things.
Okay, all right, all right. Thanks,
Appreciate
guys.
y'all.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Hello, teams. How we feeling today?
Tired.
Well, John, Jordan, you guys have toured all 4 killer kitchens. What did you think overall?
You know, everybody was different, but everybody did an amazing job.
So let's start with our first team. You guys started with Egypt and Mike.
Overall, it was a work of art. When I walked in and I saw the stove, the way you tied in Charleston, it was just a beautiful sight.
We appreciate that.
I love that you had that pantry space. I didn't like that you had to walk all the way around. So the disconnect from the kitchen kind of bothered me.
Okay. All right. So next up, the house of Lindsay and Leslie.
They had the sweet tea bar. I think that was such a great idea to represent down here in the South.
Southern hospitality.
The cabinet colors are as bright as your personality. It was definitely a shocker to see that color in the kitchen.
I know you guys were trying to get away from the gray. Everybody does gray. But I think a buyer who walks in might be thrown off by the dark blue color.
All right, next up, let's talk about Keith and Evans.
I've seen your work before, and I really didn't know what I was gonna walk into. And I was very impressed.
Tons of marble everywhere, which was beautiful. The piece you had.
Yes, that was one of my very favorites.
Thank you. The peach-colored wall, for us, being Northerners, maybe we were a little thrown off by the peach.
Yeah. Next up, Dave and Jenny Mars.
When I first walked in, I loved the windows. I also liked the flow was going outside.
The pantry door. I think when you can put character back into a new house, it makes it feel warm and cozy. And then you walk into the pantry, you go into another space that you carved out under the stairs. And I just thought that was such an ingenious use of space. You know, the kids can hang out in there. Some new kids' dolls can hang out in there.
That's what's under my stairs.
But a critique I had was the fridge being far away from the stove. It was quite a distance away.
To end the suspense, who do you guys think enhanced the kitchen and dining room space the most by adding the most value?
The winner of the kitchen and dining room renovation is...
Dave and Jenny.
Yes!
Number 2.
Just outside of Boulder, Colorado, in the town of Berthoud, often dubbed one of the top places to live in the U.S. First space. It's what many consider to be the most important. Talking about the kitchen, people! There's also the dining room, pantry, and mudroom. Plus, the option to include the adjacent study and powder room if you choose. Coming to judge your spaces later this week is last season's Rock the Block kitchen winners. The superstars from Fixer to Fabulous, Dave and Jenny Mars.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yes!
Ready to go.
Go!
Woo! Let's go, bitch!
Holy moly, look at the ceiling.
Oh, look at all that height.
After you.
Wow. Oh, John.
My first impression of the kitchen is that it's so visible from the whole main part of the house.
And you're struggling with that, Mr. New England.
Yeah, I'm not used to open concept living and the high ceilings.
What do we do with all this?
It just looks like a big white box right now to me.
You're looking at all this height, and I don't want to look at the height, I want to look at a focal point.
Yeah.
Don't you feel like we need a moment?
I love a good stove cove.
Okay, so let's bring that in. Then we'll create a stove cove, which basically is a stove set into a wall. Maybe some metal or stone above, big range, green cabinets on the bottom. Green feels more appropriate for Colorado. So the island is really big, black wood. I want it to have curved edges.
I love beams on a ceiling.
I love the idea of beams.
It feels more like what we do back home, more grounded.
Everyone must think, we don't know what we're doing when it comes to large-scale new construction. So I am so excited to show them we are badass at what we do.
I think my strengths are, I've been in the construction business since 1994. I love the character of an old house.
It's about what our clients want. So I swing all the way from modern coastal, all the way to this farmhouse world that I work in with John. So for this house, we're basically planning on doing a modern version of a farmhouse.
Yeah.
I'm getting distracted and I'm looking out this way because all the green colors of the trees and such.
The formal dining space.
Yes. If this was all dark, all black, then during the day, it draws your eye right outside to all of that. Right? So if this was framed more with dark, and then the beams you were talking about are here, and then maybe some sort of bench there, right? So we're running the table that way. All right, so what is this guy?
This a bedroom?
I think it would be awful weird to have a bedroom off the kitchen. What is this?
Say this is the pantry?
I mean, it's a good size, but reserving judgment for a moment.
The garage, so this is probably like the mud room?
This is huge.
Oh, wow.
This pantry doesn't feel sufficient. So there's this back of house pantry idea that I've been doing a lot with homeowners. So it's almost like two kitchens. The formal kitchen, and then it's the kitchen that the kids leave all the stuff in. There's all the food. It's where life happens. If you imagine those windows come in, kitchen sink, bunch of open shelves above, and then maybe like that entire wall is floor to ceiling storage.
And I think since this is Colorado, we get some rustic vibe in here. We put some wood flooring on the walls and maybe a brick floor.
This space over here that was the pantry, I think that we need a dump zone for an office. We fill that door in and we put a doorway right here. In the mudroom, maybe just get some lockers.
But I don't like the powder room right at the front door.
And we just put a doorway in here, and then you just access it from this side. That's not blowing the bank. If we're trying to keep us around 70-ish for these spaces, do you like the sound of John and Christina Court?
Love it. You ready?
Let me go around the other side. I'm giving it space!
All right. Good morning, teams.
Good morning.
This is your first design surprise.
Okay.
What? The epic beauty of Colorado is absolutely stunning, and there's no better way to experience it than up in the air.
It's happening.
Didn't take long.
It's happening.
Look at the views.
The devil's backbone over there. What are you feeling?
Just a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
I'm just soaking it in. I'll tell John when I get back.
How are you guys doing up there?
It's amazing. You should have came.
We're pretty comfortable in this car right now. The view from down here is pretty awesome as well.
So I think a space that could really benefit from something creative is that mudroom bath, right? Like powder rooms, it's fun to take risks. So could you just imagine you open the door and then there's chunks of logs hanging from the ceiling?
That would be cool. Every space in this house should have some design elements that wows the buyer.
I think this powder room ceiling is going to be one of the best design elements ever in Rock the Block history. For this kitchen, there's such big ceiling height. So I wanted to anchor the space with a really neat work table island, so the soft round corners kind of mix things up and add an organic element to all the hard lines. I'm so excited.
Finally.
Nothing's broken, the color's good,
And it's smooth.
and it's smooth. And we can afford it. Yeah,
That's even more important.
right? People pull through. John's starting, we're getting it done, we're gonna be done tonight. And then little petite people can reach the top cabinets.
All right, keep moving.
Wait, that's our chair. That's our chair. Can you
I'll
take
take
the chalk
that.
cabinet? I don't know what you're talking about.
I hope when the judges come in that they can see that we really took the time to not overlook any small detail.
Right.
Done. Hi, guys.
Oh
Hello.
my gosh, I love it.
It's beautiful, you guys.
This is amazing.
This is incredible.
Oh my
gosh. Tell us
gosh.
about it.
Going for this modern, upscale farmhouse.
Okay.
I like it.
There's a little bit of that modern mixed in with that organic.
I love how it's modern, but it's still very timeless. I love the color choices. This alcove is phenomenal.
What is this?
The porcelain. I wanted to get some metal, but I think on our timetable and budget, that was never gonna happen.
It's a cool feature. I love the rounded island. I think that's such a cool idea. I love the range, huge statement piece. And the beams do it for me. They're awesome.
I can't wait to see the rest.
Well, then let's go look at the dining room.
Ooh, I love this light. This is cool.
And then bringing the beams from the kitchen to pull them together.
The black with the beams, with the bench seat. This is cool.
Beautiful.
What's this door around the corner here?
Okay, so we did a few plan changes.
Okay.
Oh. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
What?
Look at the floors. I love it.
Oh my. What is this?
This was an optional space, and doing a lot of second kitchens in homes or back of the house pantries.
This is cool. Did you run wood flooring up the walls?
Yes, we did.
Okay.
I love it.
It's cool.
I hate when you start doing dishes when people are still talking, because then you feel like everybody feels uncomfortable and everybody wants to help and they think they have to go. But you could just throw your dishes in here and deal with it later, and nobody has to look at gross.
So I am going to throw a kink in the plan. There should be at least one dishwasher in here. Is there?
No.
I got you. Is there a mudroom?
Heck yeah.
Okay.
What house wouldn't have a mudroom? Come on.
I was gonna say, I would hope this house would.
you guys.
I love the brick floors. So cool.
Come in from the garage, drop your stuff, feed the dog.
This is a mudroom. And then this is...
Our office. That was our pantry. We've got all the storage, all the utility. It's all hidden. You can make a mess in here.
I like it. It's cool.
We actually have one more space. Was part of the foyer, but we flipped the doorway.
You guys, spaces everywhere. This is crazy.
Oh my gosh! That's so cool!
Well, you know, powder rooms you can have fun
Right
with.
when I walked in, I saw that ceiling, these lights.
I mean, the ceiling, that's cool.
That came from a design surprise where I went in a hot air balloon, but this one didn't because he was afraid.
I would not have gone either.
No way.
I heard about the hot air balloon. I was like, there's no way.
It takes this powder bath and makes it really cool. This would be my bathroom. It's amazing.
Yeah,
Great job. We've got 3 other ones that we have to look at, though, so we have to go.
Yes. May you enjoy yourself next, but still like ours the most.
Okay.
I love it. Bye, guys. Bye.
That went well.
Hello, teams, and congrats on an amazing first week.
We know the work that you guys have gone through. They will become your children, these houses. And anyone that says anything bad about them, you want to just like, don't talk to my kid that way. We are trying to find fault in so much beauty, and you guys have done an incredible job.
Yeah.
Really.
The first home you guys went into was John Knight and Christina. What were your top takeaways from their spaces?
Oh gosh, okay. Walking in their home, in their kitchen, felt so warm. Our favorite space is the second kitchen.
Nice. Okay, second kitchen.
Okay, second kitchen. Giving away secrets. Giving away. Their second kitchen had so much character and felt like a greenhouse slash kitchen slash beautiful space. We both loved it.
You just took that wood flooring and ran it right up the wall. I wouldn't think that would be something that would work, but with the brick floors, it was very well done. I wish you would have put a dishwasher in there. I know that's nitpicky, but these are multi-million-dollar homes, and I wish I would have seen that. But the ceiling that you did in the powder bath off of the Thai challenge and the way that you cut those logs and affixed it to the ceiling.
That's where they were.
Next up, let's talk about Paige and Mitch's kitchen zone.
Okay, you both did a great job studying this market, the clientele. You had every box checked around what is going to add value.
You have the 2 islands and the second kitchen. There's just so many ands. The way that you guys separated your kitchen from your dining space with floor to ceiling wine storage, that is the single best casement I've ever seen.
You guys brought in one of the elements of the Rockies, which is stone. The way you executed it was really well done. Your kitchen is so sophisticated and elegant. You go in your dining room and it's warm and you want to sit and enjoy a good meal with friends. I think the only thing I would say is in the prep kitchen, I would have liked to see the cabinets to the ceiling. They feel unfinished. It doesn't feel quite as elevated as the rest of the spaces do.
Okay. So let's talk about the next house you toured, Michelle and Anthony.
Yes, you guys laid the space out completely differently. The feel when you walked in, it's such a sophisticated, elegant, beautiful kitchen.
Super modern. The hardware is kick-ass that you guys used. It was awesome.
Your kitchen has so many textures, and so there were so many things to feel. It was such a tactile experience, and in such a good way. It wasn't overly done. I love the doorways.
You went for it. All that beautiful rounded trim, you stained it.
They add so much to your kitchen. You guys have really taken a very interesting approach, very different than everyone else. I don't know how it's gonna go in the long run because you wanna make sure you're targeting as many buyers as possible. You guys are really targeting a very specific buyer. We love, love, love your spaces, so good job.
Thank you.
And finally, our last team, Brian and Sarah.
You guys laid your kitchen out completely differently than anyone else.
Did you rip down every wall on the interior of the house?
You guys were very specific in designing for a family. That's something that appeals to us. There's so much space for people. I love the marble. I love the delicate veining on it and The limestone, we loved it. I think it's really beautiful and ties in really nicely with all the colors. My favorite part of your whole space is the breakfast nook. It's really cozy and it draws you over there and has a beautiful view. That is gonna be a space that some family is going to use a lot and they're gonna love.
You're different than everyone else where you guys faced your kitchen and islands to the Rocky Mountains.
I love the arch separating the kitchen and dining. I thought that really framed out that space really nicely.
Yeah, it was very well done.
Is there anything you guys would do differently?
That beautiful chandelier you have in the dining room, I mean, is a perfect block for my size to Long's Peak. I would cut that thing down right away and just have that view.
It's time. Who do you guys think enhanced the kitchen spaces the most and added the most value?
The winner of the Rock the Block kitchen and dining room renovation is...
John and Christina.
Everyone, thank you.
First of all, I didn't expect to win. I mean, we are surrounded by so many talented people, so I think that's a real great compliment to you.
Thanks, babe.
Number 1.
Welcome to Treasure Island, Florida.
Yay!
We're starting this epic rematch with the kitchen and dining room.
Okay.
But there's a surprise inside that you'll see right away. It's a blank slate. You're in total control of the layout. Coming to judge your spaces this week, Season 3 champions and the stars of Married to Real Estate, Egypt Sherrod and Mike Jackson.
Oh, boy. All right.
So teams, are you ready?
Yeah!
Yes, we are. Because your redemption starts right now.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it.
Good luck.
All right, Mitch. We are back on the block. This is a really big space.
Yeah.
From the garage to our main living area, I mean, it feels like it's a quarter-mile hike. I mean, you're really going up a lot of stairs.
10-foot ceilings in here.
The ceilings, I mean, everything is a lot bigger. It's massive. It's a lot bigger than I thought it was gonna be. This is a substantial attached home.
Look at this. Look at that view out there.
View. Oh my gosh, look at this view.
This year, hell of a lot different landscape than last year, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, these places are on the ocean. This is an inlet from the ocean. That's the money right there. That is why you're buying this house.
We just have to make sure we choose precisely the right place for the kitchen because where we pick it, it's gonna affect the rest of this entire humongous space.
Exactly. My eye is drawn to this portion of the home because there's just not enough room over here. You don't want to walk up the stairs or down the stairs into your kitchen. That seems uncomfortable. Where are you going to spend most of your time?
Kitchen. And outside.
Outside,
yeah.
right? So this screams kitchen.
I like that.
We're talking like maybe range, back wall over there,
I see
big
that.
hood.
10-foot island, but what if we make the end of the island round?
Curves are in.
Right? A nice curve here with some fluting. Really try to bring in a resort feel.
I get you.
We have this whole row of cabinetry all the way up.
What do you want to do for backsplash?
I think a beautiful slab, run it all the way up. You know what I think would be really cool? What if we do a secret spice rack?
I love that. And then I'm envisioning a lot more glass than this. With a view like that, why would you not want the whole thing? Imagine if we had maybe some sort of bifolding window that slides along our countertop.
And that's very resorty feel too.
You know what we call it? Redemption.
You know what we call that? A win in the kitchen.
Yeah.
That's right. Oh, this is it. Our experience is unmatched on the block. I'm a real estate broker and Mitch is a builder. We have over 45 years of experience between us. I just feel so much stronger this year because we just know how to plan better.
I'm imagining some sort of pantry over here.
What if we do a grocery lift in here?
Brilliant.
The pantry's here, and when you're downstairs in your car, you load up your grocery lift and send all your groceries upstairs.
Brilliant.
So I would want a sink, some prep counters, a lot of cabinetry, a coffee bar, a speed oven.
Yeah.
This place is gonna be worth a lot of money when we're done with it. And so I think in this space, I know a lot of people are getting rid of formal dining, but I think in this space, you need a formal dining area.
Yeah, I think it has to have one.
So we have a wine wall this time.
It's absolutely brilliant.
And then a dining space.
Perfect.
Yep.
Big
Yeah.
light fixture, beautiful dining room table.
That'll be beautiful.
Yeah.
It sounds very expensive. Well, if we could stick to 75 and do what we can ourselves, then I think we'll be good.
Okay.
And now we can knock out your windows.
Let's do it.
Ahoy, mateys! Ahoy, Ty! We're aboard the pirate ship Royal Conquest. You will become pirates and hunt for your own buried treasure.
Yeah. Paige, I found it.
What? Here I come.
Nice.
Yes!
They're going to tie in perfectly.
Oh.
We've already got a really good idea of what we're going to do with it.
The shaft is built in our kitchen that goes from our garage right up next to our pantry.
We moved it out of the pantry so we can hide more appliances in there. Plus, the location of it is just perfection.
It's just perfect.
You can empty groceries straight into the
Right there.
pantry or straight onto the kitchen island, take straight over to the fridge.
Now we're cooking.
I mean, talk about saving money, right?
Sometimes you gotta DIY it. Our big splurges this week, we're spending a lot of money on our bifold windows and our super cool grocery lift, so we're gonna have to save money, and we already know how. We're gonna do a lot of the work ourselves in this kitchen. The tambour is such a natural material with good texture and depth in the kitchen.
And then over on our wine wall.
Oh.
So we're going to bring consistency throughout that area.
Our beautiful quartz countertops for our kitchen have arrived, and they are amazing. We decided to add a softer touch by adding this curved addition to the end of it. And it's really gonna soften up our whole coastal chic experience. We have our own art features that we're building with tambour and wine rack.
Hey, you went too far.
Moving along. Let's go, let's go.
I think we're the front runners. I don't think we have competition. I think we are the competition.
We're like less than a minute out.
Ahoy, Mike in Egypt!
Paige?
Right. Welcome, judges. Hi. Welcome to your coastal chic home. Wow.
Wow.
I'm getting all the feels.
Yes.
What is the overall design style?
Resort feel, but you're at home.
Okay. Very
classic. Yeah, earthy.
That window, that's just a moment
It's our
there.
crown jewel right there.
You guys gave even more dimension in that indoor-outdoor living, which is
Yes.
what this is about.
I like how you chose to keep that side straight and then curved over here.
Doing this and rounding it on the end and then giving some texture on the end, I think that's what makes it special. And it's small, but I think the fabric on the stools was a great choice because of all the hard surfaces in here.
That's the fabric we got from our treasure hunt.
But this feels really good.
Thank you.
Stove is gorgeous.
Thank you.
I'm loving this spice rack area.
So you're cooking and you need the salt. Or you're reaching over the fire. The choice of having the spice rack behind the burners is just asking for an accident, but it's still beautiful in concept. From bringing the tambour in up to the beams, you guys have definitely nailed the coastal. I feel
Yay.
that here.
Thank you.
Do we have a pantry?
Of course there's a place to put everything.
It's not a kitchen without a pantry.
Right.
Okay. Right? Oh, I love the tile, but I love the color, the choice of the aqua, because green aqua, especially here regionally, works in a big way. I'm overwhelmed with the amount of cabinets in a good way.
Yes. Okay, good.
Okay?
We have one more space to show you, which is the dining room. But before we leave this space, just to give convenience, to add value,
What'd you do?
please do the honors and open this up.
Oh!
Got a lift.
You got a grocery lift.
I love that. And this is coming from the garage.
Comes right from the garage.
So out of your car, straight to your kitchen.
And it does not impede where you park.
Why not put the lift in there out of the way from everything?
Because we wanted our appliance garage in here.
Putting it right there makes all your appliances be right here in
And
the
not only that,
kitchen.
that opens up.
I love that you did it, but we could have just flip-flopped them and put the appliances here. I'm not mad at that.
I saw wine when I came in.
Did you? Oh, you saw that, huh?
Hold your market locker wine.
You would never miss that. You brought the tambour in.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bringing it over from the island,
Yeah.
over from the hood as well. So that's lovely.
Thank
Love
you.
it.
But Mike, I have to ask, would it have been better to make this temperature control?
I mean, definitely, but it would have brought that budget up too.
Or you could take the racks down. We literally just screw them in and just put art right there.
And be
Keep the tailboard.
non-committal.
Yeah.
I like it.
I appreciate that you decided to still have a dining room. I like the formality of still having that space for when you entertain. You guys have thought about it all. You made a lot of really great decisions in here.
Thank you for having us in your beautiful house, but we're gonna have to actually leave. We need to deliberate.
Yeah.
Oh, we gotta go.
At least you put it nicely.
You kicked us out.
It looks great.
Thank you guys
Good
so
job.
much.
I was blown away by every single space, and I'm not saying that just to be saying it. When I tell you guys kick butt, you really came for redemption.
Thank you.
Takes a lot to come back.
Thanks for
Takes a lot to come.
Yeah.
And let's start with the house of Keith and Evan.
Mike and I left your house feeling like we had been transported. It was artistry, the arches, the color of the kitchen, the actual artwork that if it stays far exceeds the value of every house here.
The option to actually close in some of the spaces and still make it feel open, smart move. Thank you.
You really knocked it out the park, guys.
Is there anything you would have done differently?
There was a choice you guys made not to add a pantry. For some, that's a deal breaker because they like to have the storage. All in all, I think you made the right choice. But the question is, does that win a competition for you? We're not sure.
Yeah.
Fair. Yeah.
Next up, the twins, Lindsay and Leslie.
When you go in your space, you too felt like it was a piece of art. The texture, the color, the way everything was so cohesive, the countertop was just, I love that slab. I mean, you guys really dug in.
Thank you.
Some of the challenges had to do more with balance, symmetry, and function. With where the sink was located slightly off, I would have just loved to see that skewed.
Great job on the temperature controlled wine area.
Thank you.
Loved it. Loved it. The wood choice, the textures, colors, every choice you made sense.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So let's talk about your next house, Brian and Sarah.
Well, you guys know your next level. So much that you put an elevator in your space.
We saw it.
You dreamed up a space that you just don't see every day. And that's what this competition is about.
The craftsmanship, spot on, bro. You did your thing. Thank you.
The kitchen was just absolutely stunning. It was taste specific. And it also posed a question for us, does an elevator outweigh a dining room? If we're here to judge kitchen and dining room, and there's no dining room, do you win?
And last, the house of Paige and Mitch.
Paige and Mitch's house was a vacation in Tulum. I love the texture, the functionality, the purpose in your kitchen was well thought out.
Thank you.
We have to give it up for your grocery lift.
Ooh. Damn. Good for you.
Even though I would have preferred it in the pantry, the fact that you have it is a big bonus.
You had so much storage, indoor, outdoor living, and it was just flat out beautiful. Not to mention you didn't sacrifice your dining room.
Thank you.
It's the moment of truth. Who's gonna kick off this redemption season with a win?
The winners of the Rock the Block kitchen and dining room renovation is Paige and Mitch.
Never in doubt.
You're right.
Oh. Thank you, guys. Thank you.